These are the objectives for this lesson. At the end of this video or this lesson, you should be able to define the term algebraic expression and write an algebraic expression. Before we can start looking at how to write an expression, you need to know what we mean by the term. An algebraic expression in mathematics is an expression which is made up of variables and constants along with algebraic operations. What do we mean by algebraic operations? We're talking about the four basic operations like subtraction, addition, multiplication, division. Algebraic expressions are made up of what we call terms. Looking at this example here, 5x minus 3. This example consists of two terms. How do we identify those terms? Terms are normally separated by an addition sign or a subtraction sign. So 5x here is one of our terms, and minus 3 here is also one of our terms. So this expression has two terms. Our first term is called a variable term. Why? Because of the letter there. This letter, we call it a variable or the unknown. It is used to represent a number we don't know yet. The number in front of the variable is called a coefficient. It multiplies the variable. So 5x is the same thing as saying 5 times x. The 3 here is called a constant. A constant is a number by itself, or a number that can stand on its own. So this 3 is called a constant. And these are the different parts of an algebraic expression. The difference between an algebraic expression and an equation is that an equation have an equal sign and an algebraic expression does not have an equal sign. We are further going to explore how to write an algebraic expression or an expression using this example on the screen. The example reads, an automatic dog feeder dispenses 2/5 cup of dog food each day. Let me just underline this. So each day, 2/5 cup of food is taken out. What expressions can the dog owner use to determine the amount of food that is left in the feeder after the days? So what the question is asking us to find is to write an expression to represent this situation to show the amount of food left in the feeder after a number of days. We are going to use this information here to help us to write the expression. So this is the dog feeder dispenser. If you notice here, it says that it has 20 cups of food. Maybe that's what you have before. Then each day, 2/5 cup is taken out. In writing an expression, one of the first things to do is to define your variable. The variable again is a letter, which is the D here, that is used to represent something we don't know yet. We don't know the amount of food that is left in the feeder after a number of days. So we are going to use D to represent that. So our variable is D. However, what we know is that the dispenser holds 20 cups of food and each day 2/5 is taken out. So I am going to start by writing my 20 here. So 20 is what is there. But every day it is being reduced by 2/5. How do we show that something is reducing? What sign, what operation do we use to show decrease, that something is decreasing? We are going to use subtraction. Subtraction show that a number or a quantity is reducing or decreasing. So remember we said every day 2/5 cups of dog food is taken out of the dispenser. At the beginning there was 20 cups. Now each day it is been reduced by 2/5. So we are going to put 20 minus 2/5. However, we do not know the amount that is left after a number of days. So we are going to use D, as we said earlier in the problem, to represent those days. Whatever the days are, you will multiply by how much it dispenses each day and subtract it from what was there before. This is the expression that would represent this situation. 20 minus 2/5 d, which is the same thing as 20 minus 2/5 times d. So whatever the number of days is, you are going to multiply by 2/5, then take it away from 20, and that would determine the amount of food that is left in the feeder.